For the sorry, for the soundtrack of A Shine of Rainbows, we were working with a composer called Keith Power, who's based in LA, and that was really good fun working with Keith. It was all done through email. Like, he would send us some of the links of the music that he had composed, and then we would go into the studio and overdub some tracks onto the to his pieces, and it was really interesting to see how it all came about, and you know, to think that we never actually, you know, that we were doing our work here in Ireland while he was over in LA, and it, you know, all came about. The internet, wow.
And did you actually meet?
We never met him. We never met him. We spoke to him. Well, I spoke to him on the phone maybe twice, but we never met. It was all done through email. 97 emails.
So is he still virtual, or have you actually seen each other?
No, we never met him, and I don't think we will unless we go to LA for a holiday, or unless he comes to Ireland.
Say it.
So we were asked to contribute to the soundtrack for A Shine of Rainbows, and the composer is a guy called Keith Power, who's based in LA. And so basically we would communicate with Keith via email. He would send us some links of some of the music that he had composed, and then we would overdub our tracks onto his pieces in the studio and then send it back to him by FTP. So it was all very interesting finding out how that works. You know, you can, it's amazing now these days what you can do with the internet. I could say, you know, the music for the film is really good. Like, he's such a talented composer, and it really was a privilege for us to work with him.
You said it beautifully just then. Is this us?
Well, what do you want to ask us the question, Kate? Kate? I'm calling you Kate now.
Call me whatever. I don't mind. I'm just a vessel. So, Jolene, in terms of your own contribution, what would you say you brought to the movie? You're a bit.
You know, people who've been made up to look so much older than they are. You know, it's like.
This is Tegan, by the way, and Tegan was, she was in the studio for most of our work on A Shine of Rainbows. Isn't that right, Tegan? Hi.
Again, do you want to me to ask the questions? Are you okay?
Maybe ask questions, and because do you know what would be great if you would say names at the end of the question. You know,
like Harry.
Yeah, because then people have to talk.
Mary.
Harry and Mary.
But it would not be more casual. We were just sort of sitting down and a normal. Oh.
Okay, so just tell me a wee bit about
the Persian.
Yeah.
The session in Persian.
Yay!
The
first night, the crew sort of arrived to the Persian bar session. The Persian is a bar where we play every Wednesday night. We do a traditional Irish session, and anybody's welcome to join in. So one night this man comes along and he asks if he can join in, and we said of course, and he said, well, I'm working on a movie, and it turns out that he's Brendan Gunn, who's the dialogue coach for A Shine of Rainbows, and he said my friend's coming in later on, and his friend was Aidan Quinn. And so over the weeks that the crew were here in Donegal, they just came as the Persian most Wednesday nights, and it was great crack. Wild crack.
Did I see it was ended up has a nickname of Perversion?
That's right.
That's yeah. I don't know why it has that name. I don't know. Yes. And this little lady was in my belly. when we were doing all those sessions.
That's right, because the filming was happening in May. And Tegan was born in September, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, and I think that they really enjoyed the atmosphere in this session because it was a very kind of, you know, everybody was welcome to do anything in it, and sometimes the whole bar was actually, everybody in the bar was singing, weren't they?
Yeah.
And there was even a couple of nights where there was lots of dancing as well. And yeah, so I think that's how they kind of, that's when they decided that they wanted that kind of music in the film, I think. They wanted to
Oh, so that wasn't pre-planned then? It was kind of all organic, is it?
Yeah, it was all very
it was all organic.
Yeah, it was all very yeah, they kind of wanted to keep the authenticity of the area, and you know, they were really, yeah, it was really nice to be asked to be involved, and yeah, and I think like we really got a lot out of it for us, like, because we'd never done anything on a film before. We work with children and animals, so I think I'm gonna have to stop that.
Okay.
Sorry. Was it maybe working too long? I don't think you should talk about it, sure.
I think it's enough.